What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rico's Aquariums. Let me go ahead and minimize all this stuff. You guys don't need to see any of that behind me. Don't mind the junk. Don't mind any of it. So today we're going to talk about what lights am I going with? The Kessel. The Kessel 8500X. Why did I choose Kessel? To be honest, a lot of people talk about all these different lights. The most light I hear talked about is Kessel, Radions, now the Sky that just came out. But a lot of people say a lot of different things, and I've heard mixed reviews when it came to Kessel. As you guys know, there's no teleprompter here. This is just what I witness, I hear on live streams, the whole 9 yards. So I kind of wanted to do something different for the new build. I didn't want to go with the Radions. I thought about the Sky, but you know, it's one of those things. Kessel needs some love. I like Kessel. I have Kessel on this other tank behind me. It's doing well. Tank's actually dirty. I've been really busy. Look around. My whole room, my fish room / studio / office, the whole 9 yards, is a disaster. A lot of you guys have been waiting for the electricity. I had to redo my whole electric, coming from the pole to the house, to the meter outside, new box, new everything. Kessel doesn't get the love that I feel it should, and therefore I think, considering I'm doing a new build, I think it's time to put some of the BS that you hear. Oh, Kessel can't grow SPS, it's this, it's that. Everybody need to stop whining. The majority of lights out here on the market will grow the corals just fine. Now, when it comes to, colors and all this other stuff, that's another topic. We're not going to get too much into that, but it ain't just the lights that, let's just not get into it. Because, quite frankly, everybody's got a gripe about something. And I'm the guy that just likes to tell it like it is and call BS and all that. So we are adding these lights. I am running 3. Honey, can you turn around and kind of show them? We have 2 already installed. I will do an update video about how I installed it, but I did want a little shelf so I can put some, some aquarium knickknacks or something on top. Also give me something to go ahead and have the lights look nice and sleek hanging. I was going to do it from the ceiling because I really didn't want to cover up some of my my big poster from saltwateraquarium.com. So I'm going to move my CJ sticker over. I'm going to move my Pilot Labs over. Planet Aquariums is just fine because, I have these stickers because I love these companies. But at the same time, we have electric up there. So I'm going to have the wire. As you can see, it's not quite all the way neat yet. But I want to kind of give you a good look at what I have done up to this point. I still have to go ahead and do plumbing, pull this tank out. I have a couple electrical sockets that I have to replace. They're old. I do have the new ones down there. Can you show them real quick down here, honey, under the sump? Right there, we do have GFI. So that one controls the 4 plugs up above, one, and then the other one on the other side you can't see because the sump's over there, but plugs, it controls on another one. So basically what I've done is I've broken up and put 20 amps here and 20 amps there, and it's 2 breakers on this tank. Reasons why I did that. Well, we always talk about redundancy in the aquarium industry. And therefore, if I had everything on one circuit, if one circuit went out, kind of screwed, right? Now, I don't have to overload one circuit. I can break stuff up. As I put maybe a calcium reactor on, calc reactor, controllers, heaters, I can kind of break that up to minimize the load instead of having all that on one circuit. So that's why we did that. We also, I normally don't do GFIs. In this circumstance, this is the first time I ever installed a GFI around my aquarium. You could call me stupid for not doing it in the past, but hey, I've been doing this when the time of nothing really made sense, and you know what, it always worked. I am getting up there. I don't want to get electrocuted anytime that I stick my hand in the tank. I'd rather have the GFI there to kind of protect me from any possible mishaps. It is, let me repeat, it is a good idea to have GFIs installed when you're talking about water, let alone salt water that's very conductive. So that's kind of a little bit of what's going on. Now, I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this one. I kind of had those hung here, but I also kind of want to unbox this and kind of show you guys how it looks. So you do have your Kessel here, your light. You do have your reflector. I'll tell you what, I had this on without reflectors, and it's blinding to the eyes. This, with these reflectors here, I'll be honest with you, very nice, directs it down into the tank. I love that. I probably wouldn't run these without the reflectors. Now they do have another, even I think a narrower or wider reflector. I don't know how that would work on this tank. I could get those here at a later date and then do a review on the two different ones and kind of go, you know, what we want. You also get your power bar here, the whole 9 yards. So let's kind of take this bad boy out real quick. Don't mind me, honey. Now, I forget where I was at when I first seen this. The A500X, I'm gonna be honest, I like the other Kessel. I think they are over the top with this one. I think they really nailed it when it comes to making, I feel like, totally a better light. Now, is it better than the other ones? I'm gonna go ahead and assume yes. I like the way it is. I like the big air breathers. Air fan is very quiet. Put your hands underneath. You felt it yourself. It's got some heat behind it. Let me tell you that. I do have the cables for the link, the K-link. But overall, I think, I mean, looking at these lights even hung up, they're sleek. They're awesome, you know. Now, am I going to say, oh, they're better than Radions or better than the Sky? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that they're worse or they're better. At the end of the day, each one of these lights, which I really want to put to bed when it comes to the debate of Kessel, Sky, Radions, you know, any of these lights out there, you know, they all do the job. They all. Now, pricing could be different. What you need as far as you like the box look versus the square look. I mean, this dome on this eye is sexy, by the way. But, and I just can't believe how much light comes the way they have it out of this. But what do you want? It's like, what can you afford? What do you want? What's going to work best for your application? You have to figure that out. For me, look what I just did. If you could turn the camera here again. One more time. I mean, look at that. Now, I could have hung those from the ceiling. I chose to have that in a 4-foot shelving and divide it into 3, you know, to get the most maximum coverage for my tank. Least amount of light that I feel like, you know, as far as bulkiness. It's sleek, it's round, and I think it suits this tank very well. Now, would Radions look good on it? Of course it would. Also, the reason why I chose, let me get up here, we have an overflow box that goes right here. So if I was to use a goose mount, which I don't think would look good on this tank. This is a Planet Aquariums tank, by the way, if you guys are new coming in to this channel. But I could put a gooseneck there, you know, or I could have got radions and ran a whatchamacallit that goes all the way across the tank. I didn't want any of that. I didn't. I can adjust the height of these the way I have them set up on a slider, so I can bring those closer to the light, or I can keep them out of my way. And when I do the video on the install or walk through how I installed it, I will go ahead and show you that at that time. But for this tank, I didn't want anything hanging over or anything like that. I have thought about using some reef brights, you know, to go along with this. But I think what's more important for me right now is the fact that we need to give Kessel the honest review that they deserve by themselves, with no help with any other lighting, and grow the hell out of some corals with these lights. So other people can just, quite frankly, shut the hell up. Get what you want, do what you do. It's your money, it's your tank. You know, you got to do what's best for you. Stop worrying about everybody else. Don't try to keep up with myself or the Joneses when it comes to the hobby. It's a hobby for a reason. It's supposed to make you feel good about what you're doing and learning how to keep these animals in an aquarium. Let's be honest about it. It's beautiful once you figure it out. You worked out all the kinks and you have a beautiful garden full of animals that are thriving in an aquarium. So shout out to Kessel. We're going to represent you on this. Shout out to Saltwater Aquarium. Also shout out to CJ. Shout out to Planet Aquariums. You know, a lot of people said what aquarium you're going to go with. It was between a water box and Planet Aquariums. And we decided to go with Planet Aquariums. So shout out to them for all that. We did go with a Bashy sump system, which I will be doing a full review on that as I get into plumbing and all that cool stuff. What else can I honestly say? There's not a whole lot. As you guys can see, this is very new. I'm still in the build process. I will be either doing it like this or setting up my camera. This is a little bit easier. The wife's doing it on an iPhone, so she knows how to edit a little bit. A lot of my videos in the past were her helping with editing and doing that too, just because we do have a busy schedule right now. So wintertime is coming. Hopefully all is well and everybody's going to be nice and cozy so we can pump out these videos and do all that and bring back the full-time live streams. Yes, I did say that. Full-time live streams back again. So I can't wait for that. My season's coming to an end with my clients and stuff like that. So we'll be more focused on building, getting through any problems with the aquarium, any hiccups, you know, and all that. Next step is to start some plumbing, but also before I do the plumbing, I'm gonna think I might try to get the rocks in and start aquascaping and all that too as well, and kind of figure out what I want. Also, with that being said, I know I ask you guys all the time about sand or no sand. You guys are asking me, what am I doing this time? I just don't know. I know the benefits of having sand is very nice. And I know a lot of you guys don't want to believe that. A lot of you guys are new, ain't been doing it nearly as long as I have, or anything. I know it seems to be easier when it comes to nitrates and phosphates and all this other stuff. You know, it's one of those things. You guys are going to ask me. I know you're going to ask. You always do. A lot of you guys really want me to do this with no sand. I can't tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm torn back and forth with that same thing. I personally love sand. I personally like the look of sand. I understand sand can become a detritus trap and all this other stuff. But hey, my 300 had sand, and look at it. You know, So it's one of those things, but I feel like I'm rambling on. I just really wanted to get out here and let you know I'm stoked. And that I decided, a lot of you guys want to know what I decided. The A500X from Kessel. It looks like a beast. It looks like it's going to do everything I need. I mean, I don't know if you can pick up this blue. It is so perfect. I don't have this on the dongle put in. I do have the, let me stay right there. By the way, we also do have the dongle, so I will be controlling it through the iPhone or through my Android. So we have that. You can use also the handheld controller, but I think it's going to be easier for me just running through the app. So hopefully I can get this up and running. Sometimes I heard sometimes you have a problem with these. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and try it. But yeah, as you guys can see, I love the way it looks. Also, real quick, I think I asked before, doors or no doors? Would you guys prefer to have this always open when I'm doing a live stream in the background? If so, regardless, let me know what you think about this setup so far. You know, the sand, doors, no doors. What do you think these lights are going to do, are going to be capable of doing? I want to hear you guys. I should do a poll on that. But what do you think so far, what I've done? Do you like it? Do you not like it? You know, it's one of those things. So let me know. With that being said, once again, shout out to CJ, shout out to Planet Aquarium, shout out to saltwateraquarium.com. For right now, Banshee, Sumps, you know, these guys are awesome. These are companies, like I said, these are companies I do not mind dealing with. I think they're great for the hobby, for the hobbyists. I think they're great for us that are hobbyists looking for great products. So with that being said, guys, till next time, peace.